Back at it again. Can't stop, won't stop. Rick Serritella on location, Bedford, Texas, Holiday Inn. Welcome to the College Gridiron Showcase Spotlight Show, presented by Halo Neuroscience here at the Holiday Inn. We got my co-host Joe Everett is in the building, and we ran into Corey Taylor here, wandering in the lobby. Corey Taylor, Sports Performance. How we doing today?
Doing great. Hey, I'm excited to be here as well in Bedford, Texas, to experience this great event. World-class event they're putting on.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be sitting there next to you two studs here.
Oh man.
Up here.
Yeah, well we're glad
running this thing.
We're glad you're down here, and you know, I think this event, this showcase is a little bit different than some of the all-star platforms. It's more of an OTA style. A lot of scouts here. I think they're going to be more hands-on. They like this format. Were you down here last year?
I was down here last year. I've been involved with CGS since it started. So
okay, so this is my first year. So take me through your impressions from year one to year.
Well, it's night and day. You're talking about seeing the level of players that this event has versus the first year. You're talking about bigger schools, and they got more scouts. It's just really blowing up. It's taking off. And I'll be honest, I never imagined it to be the way it is right now.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
To see all these NFL teams here and all the scouts that are pouring in, it's been an incredible experience. And I know you're someone who works with players very hands-on at Corey Taylor Sports Performance in Louisville.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your facility and a little bit about what you do.
Well, I've been a performance coach for 12 years now. I'm a former player. Played from the NFL Europe, played in the Arena Football League, so I got a lot of experience from the player standpoint. And then opened up my facility in 2008, and ever since then we've been rocking and rolling. We have a unique combine prep program where athletes. We only take 6 to 8 athletes at our facility. We're really close knit, keep it kind of intimate setting, so I make sure the players get everything they need, no stone unturned, and we kind of keep it like that. Louisville's not a sexy city for a lot of players like to go to Florida, like to go to all these different nice places.
It's a tough sell, right?
Right, it's a tough sell, but at the end of the day, you got to remember their purpose. Your purpose is to 8 weeks or so to grind and get ready for the biggest interview of your life. Once these kids understand, this is not I tell the kids this. Come train, get all the training, and get ready to roll for these scouts for your pro day, your combine. Get that contract and go to Florida anytime you want to.
I like that.
And that's the realization of this business. But some a lot of guys like to be wine and dine and flash. But what we have is what we have, and it's not for everybody.
Hey, coaches like you is what makes this event. How important is when you're out there like you were yesterday working with the pro free agents, you're not BSing them, you're just shooting them straight. I mean, that's what they're going to get at the next level.
Well, I think this is what it's all about. This is not, the next level is business. And if you're not about business and bringing your A game, then you're going to be on the outside of the business. So you got to learn fast, be a quick learner, be consistent, and be ready to rock and roll. And I just want to be honest and straight up with them, what these guys are looking for.
The thing that you mentioned about your company that really stands out to me is, especially the last 5 years or so, you see the influx of all the training facilities and the different companies, but you're somebody that lived it, experienced it. But the thing that stands out to me is you said you only take a handful of guys. So that means these guys are getting very hands-on, dedicated, almost like one-on-one training. Would you say that, like, if I were to say what differentiates you from the competition, is it that? Is it something else? But to me, that's very unique.
I think that's the key. I just feel from a player standpoint that is what you need. If you're a late round guy or a priority free agent, and you're at a place that has 20 guys, and you have all these other guys who are first or third rounder, your attention, what they're going to give you is not. It's the way it goes. The business. You're not going to be the one they're going to give the attention to, I want to make sure that I just go to the different route. I think that's a difference maker, is that to make sure you get everything you need. But for some of these guys, coming from the smaller schools, their pro day is everything. It's everything.
Yeah, if they don't have an opportunity to get an all-star invite and they're from a small school, I think that's the great thing about it. Like, a lot of FCS kids here get to match up the level against Power 5 conference kids. They get to do it in front of the NFL scouts. But if you're a guy from Washburn and you don't have an all-star invite, now you got to go find a pro day where scouts are going to be, and it becomes a much difficult challenge.
Absolutely.
Now you came out of UConn, right?
Yeah.
So not a Power 5 conference, but not exactly a small school either. But UConn was still kind of up and coming, I think, when you were there. But what was the experience like for you? And I think that's the other thing here at the College Gridiron Showcase. They kind of educate the players on the draft process, and I don't think they had that when you were coming
No,
up.
nothing like that. And actually, I started out at UConn playing for Skip Holtz, and I transferred and ended up at Georgetown College, which is an NAIA school. So my route to make it, my path to making it to the league was a lot harder than I ever dreamed it'd be. But when you have passion for something and you love it and you believe it, have that self-belief system, you're going to push it till the wheels fall off. At the end, my wheels did fall off. My Achilles blew and my wheels fell off, so it was over. Yeah, it's a lot different process now. I think, kids have more of an opportunity, and that's what this event provides, is an opportunity to get the exposure that otherwise they wouldn't have. They say this is a lower tier all-star event or whatever, but I don't believe that, because you got great players here. You have all the teams here, and then some CFL teams here as well. So you get all the exposure that you would need and what you want. Now it's up to you to put your best foot forward and bring your A game when it comes time to put your helmet on the field, strap that thing up, and let's go.
How do you scout for something like this? I mean, you got a giant list of players you're going to be coaching with and working with closely. I mean, are any of these guys you knew ahead of the game, or is it just day one jump street?
I know a couple of these guys. I'm coaching the running backs here. The past 2 years, I've been a strength conditioning coach and the assistant running back coach. But this year, they brought somebody else here to run the drills and conditioning stuff, and I just kind of focus on the running backs. Which is
Some good-looking running backs.
Yeah, some good running backs here, and a couple of those running backs are coming to train at my facility. I'm really excited and lucky to have those guys. So, I'm just going to let these guys, do what they can, do what they do, and I'm going to give them some of the knowledge and experience that I've had, and let them go out there and freestyle. I think these scouts want to see what these kids can and can't do, and I know from a running back perspective what you need to be able to do at that next level to be productive and actually get a chance to stay there.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Joe and I were up about 4 in the morning last night looking at Dan Andrews from Rockport. What a good-looking young fellow this man is. And I'm telling you, this kid, man, this is going to be this might be my favorite player in the whole event.
Is that right?
Dan Andrews out of Rockport.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for that young man. He is going to turn some heads. I am looking forward to that one.
Okay.
And before we let you go, if people want to get on board, are you maxed out yet? Can people still inquire about the training facility? Where can they get more information?
No, I have about 3 spots left at our facility for Combine Prep. So go to CoreyTaylor.net, check me out. You can come and see my Combine Prep program. I think you'll be very excited about the opportunities that we have to provide, something unique compared to a lot of facilities around there, big name facilities. But we get guys in the league, and that's the most important thing, the next level. So, I got Marvin Jones making faces.
Don't go too far, Marvin. We want to talk
Marvin Jones, the great one. He's the great one.
All right, well, Corey, we're going to do a little trade here. We appreciate you spending some time.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And we're going to keep it moving and grooving. And we'll definitely be catching up with you during the live stream coverage. I'm going to pull you aside and ask you whose stock is soaring, whose stock is rising. And we appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me on. Thank you, guys.